All right, so first off, let's talk about your character a little bit.
Her name is Tracy Fishko, which is a really funny last name. She's 18 and she's a freshman at Barnard, and I think that she comes to New York to um, become something more than she already is, like many people come to New York to do, and finds absolutely nothing there until she meets Brooke, who is this embodiment of everything exciting about New York for a while, and then becomes this embodiment of everything that's kind of more uh, less savory about New York. How it's illusory and there's more to it than meets the eye.
And she uses Brooke as like a subject for her short story.
Yeah.
Do you think
yeah.
this is a bad thing that writers do that when they use someone kind of not necessarily
Well,
close,
no one's
but
ever written anything about me yet, so I don't know how I would feel. But Greta said a while ago that writing is not a victimless activity. And I think that exploring the ethics of making art is really interesting to do, because so many of the greatest characters, I'm sure, in novels were once a real person or based on a real person. I know from my experience as an actor that it's really difficult for me to, not like do something that I already know. Like, I mean, obviously, my job is to, perform in circumstances whether I've experienced them or not. But it's much easier when you can be like, oh, I felt that way when this happened. And I think writing what you know is something that you're entitled to do, and probably makes for a better story.
on this movie, I heard that the crew was very small,
Mm-hmm.
and how does that affect the production?
Well, I think it enabled us to go into spaces that we probably wouldn't have been able to, like Times Square. I don't think you can really just fly into Times Square with 100 people and take it over. But it also helped the production in that it was a very intimate project. Everybody knew each other's names, and there was no trailers or anything, so we were all napping on the same giant couches or in vans when we were napping, which was very rare because Noah would not let us nap. But it was really wonderful. I mean, Sam Levy, RDP, did my makeup as well, which is also very rare. And I just had a pretty great experience with everybody on the crew.
And the cast. Let's talk about the cast because
Mm-hmm.
it's a small, tight knit cast,
Yeah.
but everyone does a great job on the roles.
Yeah.
Talk about working with them.
Well, everybody that was in the movie, for the most part, was like a seasoned stage actor. I mean, Heather Lind and Michael Chernus and Matt Shear and Jasmine Cephas Jones are all really wonderful actors, and it was very cool. I think that there was no concern about having like a big name in the movie. They were just casting who they thought was best for the role, and I think that sometimes that can be lost in an independent film because there's a financing aspect that has to come through with the name of an actor. And sometimes those actors are perfect for the part, the more known actors. But it was just so wonderful to get to work with people who were really excited about making this movie because it was their first time making a movie like it or whatever. But they were all so talented.